When I found out my cancer tumor cells had increased over the last 6 months, at the end of the last video, I was devastated. I'm going to share with you guys what I learned after having finally visited with my doctor, and what we're going to do now. Absolutely blew my mind. This cancer journey has been an up and down experience, mentally, emotionally, physically, trying to stabilize the spiritual side of it. And I was really looking forward to sharing good news this last video that I posted. And I didn't share good news. And I left it at that. And I can't keep doing this. In the modern medical system, if you have cancer, you can find out your most recent lab results without a doctor immediately when it hits your online portal. And I don't want to do that anymore in the way that I've been doing it. For one, I worry that it's insincere to you guys who are watching. Because if I had just waited a second before posting that, I would have gotten some more context as to what was going on and why I need not be quite so afraid. Sometimes I get hyper-focused on one specific test or one specific number. When I fall into fear, I often forget we're not looking ever at one specific test. We're never focusing solely on one specific scan. We're looking at everything congruently. We're looking at the entire big picture and trying to track trends. When I came out of my surgery, certain cancer markers were drawn. We were just looking at circulating tumor cells. Circulating tumor cells aren't bad in and of themselves, so long as they continue circulating. As long as the treatments that we are doing continue to keep it from grabbing onto anything, holding on and growing, then we're good. When I was first diagnosed, one of the things that came up are outcome potentials. My 2 to 5 year window of likely survival was 20 or 30%. And I started crunching numbers and I said, crap, does that put me right in the time frame of death? Talked to my wife, she gassed me up and she said, listen, I need you to be brave and I want you to keep fighting. It was a good pump up talk. So I sit down with Dr. Blake and here's what he had to say. CTCs in and of themselves are not inherently dangerous. And what's more important to him at this time are my ctDNA test results.
Circulating tumor DNA, or ctDNA, is a powerful tool that can be measured to assess the absence or presence of small amounts of tumor in the body.
If those are elevated, it's definitely a pre-sign that a tumor is coming. Metastasis could be happening. This was the best bad news I could have hoped for. It was one of the few things that my naturopathic oncologist and my traditional Western medicine oncologist had in common. They both follow ctDNA test. I forgot completely in the moment that my ctDNA tests had all been negative. In a week or two, I will have another ctDNA test to see if we're still good there. Another thing that was brought up to me, your CTC number can vary depending on other factors, such as what time you had your blood drawn on that given day. He told me that based on my test results and the scan results, he considers me to be exhibiting no evidence of disease. And it hasn't really sunk in. And to be fair, I'm not sure I entirely believe, but he wants to know if my oncologist at OHSU that I saw back in January agrees. What he would like for her to do is review my entire medical history over the past 6 months. Do I need more scans sooner than he thinks? Does she think I need more chemotherapy? When I saw Dr. Blake, he didn't think I needed to do more chemo right now. It was a huge relief. Even insulin potentiated therapy, lower dose chemo using insulin as a means to make your body more sensitive to it, that was really tough. He wanted to know if she thought that was a correct assessment of the situation. This visit's going to be a big deal. And the hypothetical I was supposed to pose to her was this: if I'd gone the traditional chemo route and I was at a 6-month follow-up, given the 3 ctDNA tests that I have, the labs I've gotten, and the PET scan and the CAT scan that I received, where is my prognosis? Where does she see me? What does she think I should do next? And that's something we're going to bring to you really soon in the following video. The take home for me from this experience was to breathe, to remember that I am not running this show anyway, to lean on my faith, to trust God, to trust my medical team, and to trust that inner voice that I've been drawing closer to do the next right thing, to let go of the results, to be calm and forgiving of my flaws and my shortcomings, and to just breathe and be patient. Thank you guys for being here. I continue to really appreciate it more than I'll ever be able to express. There is no doubt in my mind that I get more out of this than I could possibly hope to give, but I do know that my intentions and my wants are as pure as I'm capable of making them. Shout out to all my cancer patients out there and the people supporting cancer patients. You guys are incredible. You inspire me. You motivate me to just take a deep breath, take it easy, and keep on trucking. So that's what we're going to do. That's the only option. That's for sure. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. I appreciate you. Have your best possible day. I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who has supported my GoFundMe, but I couldn't have done these alternative treatments, the chemotherapy I did, the traveling to meet with different specialists, the advanced testing, and my weekly treatments at the Portland Clinic of Holistic Health without you guys supporting me. Thank you.